Sure. Hello, I am Grandmaster Susie Jong, and we are going to teach some Tae Kwon Do today. To my right is Master Christopher Jong, and to my left is Master Alexa Hodge. We look forward to this class. We're going to learn some basics. Let's go.
Starting with jumping jacks. Stay with Mr. Chris. Ready? Hana! Do! Set! Net! Dasit! Yasit! Yoga! Yero! Aho! Yo!
The round kick is more of a side defensive position. You can use it for an attacking person. You can use it to strike along the front or the back. It's not a straight on kick, it's a circular kick. You would strike the solar plexus, or you could actually strike the groin, or the knee would be a good target for the round kick. Throw your entire body to one side, use all of your strength to come in and strike the kick. It's a closing distance kick and it's a good attack. If he were in a closed stance, I would be aiming for his kidney from this position. I would be throwing back leg for all my power, aiming for his kidney. So I would turn and hit here, striking the kidney for a knockout, or to break the floating rib, either. You guys ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Left foot forward, hup! Hup! We're going to be doing roundhouse kick to the body. Hana!
Hana!
Go! Go! Set!
Set!
Net!
Net!
That's it!
That's it!
Yes it!
That's it!
Kara!
Hana!
Go!
Go!
Set!
Set!
Net!
Net!
That's it!
That's it!
Yes it!
Yes it!
Kara! Hup! 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 Chris, show.
This one's called hop stick, alright? So you're going to bounce on one leg, alright, other leg's up, and you're going to literally hop, stick the landing, keep the knee bent, alright? Hop. And when you're doing this, if your leg's moving all over the place, you need to start working out some weights. Hop. Because in martial arts, you guys are on one foot a lot. So we want to make sure this is really solid like this. Hop. So we don't want that knee shaking. You want to keep that. You want to keep in a good athletic ready position. All right, because I do believe when you guys kick, you're down here, your knees are bent, and you're kicking. I believe that's correct. Good. Hop. Good. And hop. Excellent. It takes time, so don't rush things, all right? Okay, the next one, just 20 calf raises, just like this. Just do 10 of them. Good. There you go. All right, now hands up in the air, and we're just gonna pop straight up and down, okay? We just want ankle jumps. Good. Good, jumping jacks, go. Excellent, good. And a little bit quicker, let's go, pick it up. There you go, good. Time, these are called hug jacks, so we're gonna use front to back like this, and then give yourself a hug. Go, hug. Yeah. Nope, all the time, same time. There you go, like that. Good, 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 good. This is for when we gotta loosen up those shoulders and those arms. There you go, good. And time. All right, this one's called over and back. 1, 2, 1, 2. There's a dotted line there. You just go start with your right leg. You're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 as quick as you can. Keep your eyes down. Go. Time. Other right leg. You need to keep that in. Go. Good. Just like that. There you go. Remember, our eyes stay down because we want to create good muscle patterns. There you go. Good. Just like that. Pick up the face. Let's go. Time. All right, we're going to face this way. So stay on the line, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just like that. Just take your time and stay close to the line. Good job, Jerry. Time. And when you're doing these warm-ups, especially these drills right here, don't worry about your arms so much. Just really concentrate on the feet. This one's called crisscross, so we'll face this way. All right, this is our strike position. And then you're going to go right foot behind, all right, and right foot in front. Cool. All right, go.
Right first.
Yeah. I did it the other way because I'm used to doing it backwards with kids. Good, just like that. Excellent. Time. And if you notice, look at the camera, got a little bit of a sweat going, which is a good thing. All right? Oh, this camera. All right, cool. All right, we can go do this one more time. Left leg stretch. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ready, go. Good. Quick. There you go. Just remember, as soon as when you learn to move, you start picking it up a little bit quicker every time. You gotta learn to move first. There you go. Good. Time. So we're gonna face. Just step over here with our left leg. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Go for it. Quick feet. Pick it up. Let's go. There you go. Good, Jared. Just like that. Time. Crisscross. Right behind, right in front. Go. Now these drills can be done from anybody from 6 years old to however old. Just the younger kids, you have to just take a little bit more time to teach them how to do it. But after a few times, they have it and no problem. Some teenagers, you have to take your time with them also. Time. All right, we're gonna still face me. These are called tuck jumps, all right? So when we do these, we're gonna be in good athletic ready position. That means our knees are bent, eyes are down, up on the balls of the feet, all right? When we jump, our nose is over our toes. We're just gonna lean a little bit. When I say jump, you're just gonna pop your knees up, land under control. What we don't wanna see is when you take off, you don't want your legs coming in. All right, when you land, you don't want them coming in. You want your feet like this, make everything solid. So just take a little jump first, eyes down. Only when I say jump, you ready? Okay, bend your knees, balls to the feet, jump. Good. We're just popping the legs, not really worrying about vertical, all right? Just pop the legs up. Ready? Jump. Good, like that. Excellent. Jump. Jump. And jump. And that concludes the warm-up.
예. 추첨치기. 핫.
핫!
맘탕 치기. 핫.
핫!
핫. 하나.
하나!
둘.
둘.
셋.
셋!
넷.
넷!
Triple punches. Low, middle, high. Ready. 하나.
하나!
둘.
둘!
셋.
셋!
넷.
넷!
바로. 트랩. 크게. So before we talked about Akubi Sogi, or front stance, and doing a lower block. So this is covering the lower side of my body here, from my knee up to my shoulder. So if Mr. Chris were doing a round kick or a punch or anything at body level, this is kind of guarding my body. So go ahead and throw a kick. Again, it's an application. I block, I step forward, punch into a solar plexus. So we're going to go back to our single file line. So take a step back. Just a quick review from before. Stepping out to a lower left side, lower lock. Hip.
Hip!
Step Chris were to do a technique to my head, this isn't going to protect me. It's going to hit me in the head. Maybe just do a punch. Instead, I'm going to do the ogul maki, upper block. So the lower block is kind of coming up from my shoulder and going down. This is going from my other hip and going up and out. Basically, my wrist should be about over the center of my forehead. If you're going too vertically like this, it's not very strong. So have a little bit of an outward motion to do the block. And then I'm going to do the same thing as before. So you punch, I'm going to step forward, punch right in the solar plexus. All right? Hada! Stepping punch, two. Go. Set.
Set.
Net.
Net.
Dasu.
That's it.
Yasu.
That's it.
All right, back to your spot. Try it. Swing it.
I wanted to be a Ninja Turtle or like a Power Ranger. And so, wanted to join and I asked my mom, she said yeah, so.
Backwell! Do! Backwell! Say! Hey!
I like tournaments a lot. I like just feeling like, I'm just in the spotlight, I just like winning and other stuff. To follow directions and you'll learn more than what you saw on the show.
Last time we learned the first half of Kichirubu. Let's go that far. Sicha! Okay. Now at this point, we have to learn something new. So, Mr. Chris, can I borrow you?
Sir.
So if I'm at this point, and I'm going to have you attacking me with a round kick. Yeah, that's what's going on. So there's not much I can do to block that, based on what I've learned so far. I can kind of stick my arm down here, but it's going to absorb a lot. I can't do my normal lower block to block this technique, because he's at my side here. He's right on my side. I can't really block with this hand. I can't really do much with this hand. I can't really block this way effectively. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn a 3/4 turn. So when he tries to do that technique, I'm spinning all the way around and then finishing with my punch. So all of our pass blocks, we moved our front foot. Here, our back foot is going to move to guard against somebody coming from that direction at us. And we're going to block. And then we're going to still do our step punch. Okay. Taking your left foot toward your right wall, your left hand is going to block. Block. Step punch. We're going to go ahead and finish up the form now. So taking your right hand, it's just like at the beginning, right hand up by your left shoulder, walking the other direction, block, step punch. Now, as you learn this form, you might have noticed we just made a capital letter I. So we did block punch down the bottom of the I, we went up the center with 3 punches, we did our 3/4 turn, and then we went the other way to make the top of the capital letter I. Now we're going to go back down the center of the capital letter I with our lower block left hand. Punch 1, punch 2, punch the key up. Now we got to do another 3/4 turn, right? Because we have somebody coming from our right doing that round kick. So taking your left hand by your right shoulder, 3/4 turn, block, step punch. And the other direction, block. Step punch. All right, borrow. All right, let's go through the whole form by the count. Jubi. Hana. 2. Set. Net. All right, so we made the bottom of our capital I, coming up the center of the eye. Dasu. Yasu. Yogo. Devil. All right, so now we're through the first half of the form, what you did before. Now we're going to do our 3/4 turn. Aho. Yo. Yohana. Yodu. Now back down the center of the eye. Yoset. Yonet. Yodasu. Yoyasu. Now you gotta do that 3/4 turn again. Yogo. Yoyado. Yoho. Sabo.
Hey!
Okay, borrow. All right, let's go through the whole form. Jubi. Kichu ubu. Shisha. Borrow. Okay.
Hello, hello. It's Alicia back, the dietitian from Cincinnati, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. So if you tuned into my talk over the nutrition label, I'm just going to break down each of those macronutrients and go a little deeper into what they are all actually important and their sources and all that fun stuff. So the first one I really wanted to target was fat. And I know, fat, oh, it's so scary. There's so many calories in fat. I shouldn't eat much, super scary. I was told I need to go on a low-fat diet. I don't know what I should do. We'll take a step back. It's okay. Fat is very important for our body to actually function. So some of its main modes of work in our system and the benefits of what fat does. So we actually need it to absorb a lot of our fat soluble nutrients like vitamin A, vitamin D, and vitamin E. It's also a huge source of stored energy. So when we run out of carbohydrates as our initial sense of energy, we then turn to fat to help power and get us through our day and our activities. We also need fat for food to taste good. So me personally, I love full fat stuff compared to low fat stuff. Have you ever tasted low fat ice cream compared to full fat ice cream? Ugh. Or even whole milk or whole cottage cheese compared to low fat cottage cheese or fat free? No thank you, not for me. So the taste and the satiety that fat brings is very important for our body. So it also helps keep us fuller longer. We also need it for hormone production. So we need it to actually help produce hormones that are involved in our appetite. So who would have thought we need fat to help us control our appetite? Also too, it's very important for our reproductive health. So especially for females, we are very dependent on fat to help make our estrogens and our other sex hormones. And then also too, we need it as insulation and protection of our internal organs. And then finally, we also need it for signaling in our body. So our nerves are coated in fat fatty sheets. That helps with the conduction of the signals from our brain to the rest of our body. We also need it to control cholesterol and blood clotting and overall inflammation in our system. So fat is very, very protective if it is regulated properly. So when I went over the food label, fat is divided into different types. So one of those that I mentioned was one called monounsaturated fat. So those would be typically from your liquid oils like olive and canola oil. And then we also have one called polyunsaturated fat. So poly typically comes from our salmon, our flaxseed oil, and walnuts. So you're probably familiar with omega-3 fatty acids. So omega-3s are very important for protecting, and they're anti-inflammatory. So they help keep us healthy. So we as a society need to bump up our omega-3 fatty acid sources. And then finally, I also mentioned trans fats. We need to keep those as low as possible. They are not healthy for us at all. So go again into your ingredient list and read. Keep those hydrogenated fats out, keep those partially hydrogenated fats out. And your overall inflammation from that will go down. And then finally, where do we get these fats? So we can get them from nuts, seeds, avocados, oils, fatty meats. So as you see, I have some snacks here. I have my almonds, I have my cashews, yum yum. So I want to wrap up just with a reminder that as we know more, we can do better. Thank you for tuning in. Which snack do I want today? Bye-bye.